Hello and welcome to the live draw show for the Hyundai Archery World Cup Finals of 2021. We're here in Yankton, South Dakota in the USA, and we've got 4 draws for the quarterfinals for the season-ending finale. I'm Karen Bashir, and joining me as ever, it's former world number 1 Nikki Hunt. Nikki, fantastic season-ending finale. What are the big stories?
Well, the big story really is Brady Ellison, Sara Lopez. They're both fighting for that 6th crown, so who can do it?
Well, I think everyone in the archery world, the fans, the athletes, and all the coaches and officials know Sara Lopez and Brady Ellison really well. Of course, they're the big story, but give us another name from each of the 4 disciplines that we should be looking out for.
Yeah, so in the compound women, Tanya Galantine, she's the first seed actually here at these finals. She's finally broken through and won gold this season. Compound men, Matthias Fullerton, the 18-year-old, again burst onto the season. And in recurve women, Deepika Kumari. She didn't make the world's team, so she didn't shoot here last week. Can she come back strong? And in the recurve men, Mete Gazoz, the Olympic champion, can he take gold at the finals?
Yeah, well, a lot to look out for. We're going to have 8 athletes drawn in each of the disciplines. The top 2 seeds automatically go into the bracket top and bottom. And we're not very far off the very first draw. But before we get to that draw, there'll be an introduction from the president of the local organising committee, Bruce Cull, and World Secretary General Tom Dealon. And the venue itself looks absolutely fantastic. It's been dressed beautifully for this very special occasion. I think we're going to go over there right away. Well, here we go. You can see the quarters in the back of the room, the stage being lit up. The athletes will be coming out to stand in front of that draw.
For the 2021 Hyundai Archery World Cup Final. Right now, I'd like to introduce to you our organizer, Mr. Bruce Cull. Let's give him a round of applause.
Okay, welcome. I want to welcome everybody to the United States of America, to the great state of South Dakota, and to the beautiful city of Yankton for a very, very historic event. The first time the World Cup Final has ever been held in the United States. We hope you enjoy yourselves here. We've got some great shooting weather lined up for tomorrow and the next day, and anything we can do to help you along, we'll be here to do it for you. I'd like to introduce to you the Secretary General of World Archery, Mr. Tom Dealon.
Thank you, Bruce. As Bruce welcomed you, I also welcome you in Yankton. This is the 15th edition already of the World Cup, and it's the 3rd time we do a draw to determine the match play as such. Also, we got the biggest prize fund ever with more than $200,000, and the winner will go home with more than 25,000 US dollars. We have our Olympic champion Mete Gazoz here, and many other world champion medal winners, and we look forward for an exciting competition, and we have 2 athletes that will try to win it for the 6th time. Now, I'm sure that the 7 other athletes in the same category want to beat them. So I wish you all a very good event and an exciting draw, and we'll see what happens with that. All the best, and see you soon on the field of play. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to Yankton, to the United States of America. It is such a pleasure to have all of you here. And tonight, let me explain a little bit of what is going to happen, the mechanics of how we are going to decide the brackets and the matchups for the next couple of days of competition. Now, as you can see behind me, you'll see number 1 seed over here on this side and number 2 seed over here on this side. We will have the top 2 seeds in each event preceded on both ends of this bracket. We'll pick up who fills in between. We'll fill in the spots from the inside out. And so the last matchup we'll find out is who will be facing the number 1 seed. There will be some breaks in between as we are carrying this live around the world on WA's YouTube channel and some television around the world. And so this draw being streamed live, we hope you're going to enjoy yourselves and show the world how much fun this event has been for us all. Some of you are joining us for the first time here at the World Championship, and we are really happy to see your faces here after all the hard work that went into coming here. Starting out with Guatemala, and then Lausanne, and then finally Paris, before we knew who would be standing on that stage down by the riverside here in Yankton. We are so excited to see all of you here and ready for your performances. Please give yourselves a round of applause because it is wonderful to have you here tonight. So please enjoy the beverages and food that will be offered, and we'll be back in a few minutes to take you through the very first draw of this World Cup. Thank you.
Beverages and food, they said. Did you get any of this?
Yeah, it was in my green room. Did you not get some in yours?
If only. That prize money fee as well, it's close to what you get paid to do this commentary. But look, we've got the quarter-final draw coming up for the compound women's very shortly. Before we get tucked into that, let's have a look at the athletes lined up for it. Let's see what you're made of, Savannah van der Veer. That's what you're made of. An amazing bronze medal victory for her. Shoot off the goal. Pressure on. Oh, what a shot! A 10 for Avdieva to take bronze here. Lausanne, another quick arrow, it's into the 10. Galantine for her first World Cup stage win only needs an 8. She puts it into the 9, it's more than enough. A 9 is going to be enough for Toya Ellison to take the bronze here in Paris. Brilliant 10 to finish.
Every time, she just had to go back.
Needs a 10 to force a shoot off. Oh, she's gone into the 9. Well, the top 2 seeds go straight into the draw. That's Tanja Galantine from Denmark and Sara Lopez from Colombia chasing her 6th finals title. But the USA have got a lot to cheer for in this discipline. They've got 2 in the lineup already.
They certainly have, yeah. Savannah van der Veer, you know, she might be really the underdog, the host nation spot. But also Paige Pierce, more established, got her World Championship silver, but otherwise hasn't been on the podium too much.
Yeah, interesting for Paige Pierce. She's kind of leading a new developing American team. But Van der Veer, I mean, you say she's the underdog. She's the wild card pick for the host nation, but a potential banana skin for someone.
Potentially. I mean, she got a bronze medal at the first stage as well, so she can certainly shoot. I mean, anyone here can.
And there's a world champion in the lineup as well from Russia.
That's right, Natalia Avdieva. She lost her world champion status here in Yankton last week, so she's going to be hungry to come back.
Well, let's just go back to Sara Lopez. Sara Lopez just won the World Championship. That's been missing from her trophy cabinet. Do you think she can get the 6th Hyundai World Cup finals title here?
I mean, she's on form. 3 days ago to have won the World Championships. I mean, that's really completed her collection. Has that taken the pressure off? So I think she's got every chance.
Well, it is the season-ending finale. Sara Lopez here to make history, and we're nearly ready for the draw to see who is going to face those top 2 seeds. Tanja Galantine's leapfrogged Sara Lopez in the last few weeks of this season, but Sara Lopez is clearly the favourite. Now, the draw's coming up very soon. Who do you think Lopez and Galantine will be wanting to avoid?
Oh, it's hard to say, isn't it? There's such depth between them all. Toya Ellison shooting really well. She only just missed out on her bronze at the World Championships as well. So, I mean, there's real depth here.
There really is depth. Toya Ellison, another big name to look at. I think we're ready to go back to the venue to have a look at the draw. Here we go.
And back to Yankton, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for our first draw of this evening, and this will be for the compound women's event. Let's give our compound women's competitors a big round of applause tonight. Now introducing the lineup for the 2021 Hyundai Archery World Cup Final. Stage winner in Guatemala was Nora Valdez of Colombia. And we have another stage winner. It is Tanya Galantine of Denmark. And Chris, would we like them to come up at this time, or? Okay. And our stage winner from Colombia, we have Sarah Lopez, champion of the world. Following shooters qualified on points. Point qualifier, Toya Ellison. Point qualifier, Paige Pierce of the United States of America. Point qualifier, Andrea Becerra of Mexico. Point qualifier, past world champion Natalia Avdieva of Russia. And our host country qualifier is Savannah Vanderweer of the United States of America. Please congratulate each and every one of them for qualifying in our World Cup event. And up here to help me with the draw is going to be Mr. Jeff Dayhuff, the CEO of Dayhuff Corporation. Jeff, come on up to the stage, and we'll get this, we'll get the balls rolling is what we'll do. It's a highly technical piece of equipment, selecting each one of our slots that you see open in the middle here. Jeff, go ahead and pull the first one out. Okay, actually, we will get our top seeds up first. So, Nora Valdez. Nope, got that wrong. My bad. Tanya Galantine. Tanya, you are our top seed. Congratulations. Our number 2 qualifier is the number 1 compound woman in the world right now. It is world champion Sarah Lopez of Colombia. Now the first 2 balls that we draw will be for the empty matches in the middle of the bracket here. First on the right side, then on the left. So we go 3, 2, 3, 2, and then that last 2. Go ahead for the first one. You open it and show me the names. I'll take care of that. Okay. No tampering allowed. These are serious pieces of equipment here. Our first name is Nora Valdez. Nora. Our second one. Andrea Becerra. Next up, from the USA, Savannah Vanderweer. Just 2 more to go. Toya Ellison of Slovenia. Paige Pierce, USA. I sure hope this last one. 2019 world champion Natalia Avdieva of Russia. So here are our first round matchups, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, let's acknowledge our great contestants who are going to be competing in the World Cup this week. We'll have you stick around for a couple of photographs, and as soon as our photographer Dean Alberga is satisfied, we'll move on. And we'll be back for more just a few minutes from now.
Well, there we go. The draw set for the compound women's. Gelantine, Avdieva, Ellison and Becerra at the top of the draw. At the bottom of the draw, it's Valdez against Van der Veer, the host nation wildcard, and Piers, the other American archer, up against Sara Lopez. Well, look, 4 amazing matches. I mean, we could talk about all of them, but first off, Ellison versus Becerra. Well, it's a repeat of what happened just a few days ago at the World Championships.
Absolutely. These two met in the bronze medal final. I think it went all the way to a shoot-off with Barkea just beating Toya Ellison on that shoot-off with a pair of 9s, I think. So, wow, what a rematch that's going to be.
Yeah, it certainly is an incredible rematch of that bronze medal playoff. The other one that stands out for me, and we knew when we got down to just 2 names being left in the draw, one of Gelantine or Lopez was going to end up against Avdieva, who was the world champion last time around. I mean, Gelantine is the one that's got a... I mean, that is a huge matchup. It's the very first match we're going to see live as well.
Yeah, I mean, as I said before, Tanya really massive breakthrough this season, getting those gold medals for the first time. But Avdieva, I mean, former world champion, really serious contender. Again, fantastic matchup.
And Paige Pierce, the other American in the lineup, the Van der Veer, the wild cards going up against Valdez, but Pierce against Lopez, that's a big matchup as well.
It is. I mean, like we said before, Lopez really here to get that 6th crown, but can Paige Pierce beat her? I mean, she's a silver world medalist herself, so...
Well, let's go and find out what Paige Pierce has to say about her draw.
Paige, just has happened and you've got Sara Lopez in the first round. It's going to be a tough matchup for you.
I think it is. She obviously just came off a really good tournament at World Championships, but if you want to win this thing, you're going to have to go through everybody anyway, so I'm just going to go big or go home in the first match and go from there.
And you say go big or go home, you are on home soil. How much of an advantage is that going to give you when you step into the arena?
You know, I don't know if it's an advantage. It's not like we ever shoot down there or in that finals venue, but it is just a really cool and comforting thing to know that the country is here and they're watching and they're behind us.
You've just shot the World Championships in exactly the same venue. It's been a great week and this is a fantastic way to enter the season. And what are you hoping for over the next couple of days and how are you hoping to finish this one?
Honestly, my goal is just to go out there and shoot good arrows. We got to go out there and practice today, which was good. But you know, in these matches, all the girls are so good and the competition level is so high that sometimes your best is more than enough and sometimes it's not. So I'm just going to go out there, shoot the best shots I can, and hope it all works out.
Yeah, you did have a chance to shoot in that finals arena as well for the World Championships. Behind the targets, you've got those big statues of the Rushmore carvings. I mean, just describe a little bit how you're expecting to feel when you step out there again for the very vast competition of the season.
I think one thing that's really cool about the venue is that we're so elevated, so that what we're standing on is very high. So that's pretty neat when you walk out because you can really see everything. But then we're shooting the rivers behind us, which is really neat. It's a really beautiful venue, honestly. So it's going to be nerve-wracking but exciting. But I think all of us are ready to go.
Yeah, congratulations and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Paige Pierce there talking about the incredible venue here at the Riverside. Look, she talked about having been here for the World Championship. She didn't get to shoot on that finals venue. I mean, it was interesting to hear what she said about the nerves.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be nervous. You want to come here and win. Of course you're going to be nervous. That's natural. And if you weren't at this point, I'd be a bit worried. So, yeah, it's about how you use that excitement.
And she also talked about sometimes shooting at your best is enough and sometimes it isn't. I mean, you're going to have to be at your best against Sara Lopez for sure.
You are, but like Paige said, she's coming out here to shoot some good arrows, and that is all you can do.
It is indeed all you can do. Well, that's the compound women's draw done. Interesting little conversation between Chris Wells of World Archery and Paige Pierce ahead of her match against Sara Lopez. But we are going to turn our attention now to the compound men's draw. And before Nikki and I have a chat about that draw, let's take a look at the athletes. Chris Schaff of Basansky. He gets the 9. That's all he needed for the win. But Schlosser to do other than put it into the 10. So a 9 will take Guatemala gold. And it's a 10. A beautiful way to finish. Braden Galantine, the world number 1, has taken the first Hyundai Archery World Cup Series stake. Another perfect, 4 out of 5 for our bronze medalist here in Lausanne. This is all about, can we get a perfect 150 here? Oh, so many times has that happened. The bronze medal match. He's done it, he's got the 150. Werner, can he hold his nerve? Oh, what a win for the Indian. He pushed out from the start, led all the way. What a lineup. The top 2 seeds, Mike Schlosser from the Netherlands, known as Mr. Perfect. I'm sure all of you know that already. And Chris Schaff from the USA. They're automatically going to go top and bottom of the draw. But Nikki, there's another massive name in the draw.
There is Mr. Braden Galantine. He has won 2 gold medals at these finals, 6 silver and a bronze. So probably the most decorated at the finals.
Yeah, an incredible performance from him. That's 9 medals at a Hyundai Archery World Championships, and we're in the 15th edition of those championships. Braden Galantine's got to have a massive chance. There's another big name in there for me, and it's the Indian, and not just because he's a great archer, which he is, but of the way that he qualified.
Yeah, Abhishek Werner. So he came through. He only actually shot at one of the World Cups, the first one, and he won it. So fantastic from him, and he always is smiling as he's shooting as well.
Well, Nikki, I know you've got one other favourite. You mentioned him at the top of the show, Mathias Fullerton of Denmark, actually ranked number 2 in the world now, just 18 years old. Now, why do you like him so much?
I think, just because he is 18, he's brand new. After the hiatus that we've had, he's just come on the circuit and started putting his feet on that podium.
He certainly has. The others in the lineup, along with Galantine, Schlosser, Verma and Schaff, are Pagnoni from Italy, another incredible archer. Adrien Gontier of France. He's 29 years old, but all of a sudden he's had a cracking time. We've talked about Fullerton, and then there's the Slovakian Jeff Pazansky. It will be Schlosser and Schaff who go top and bottom of the draw, and it's about time we are really going to see how the lineup goes. Let's go down to the venue to see who the quarterfinal lineup is going to be for the compound men.
Now time for our second draw of the evening, folks, as we are getting underway with, this time, the compound men's draw. Now proud to introduce the lineup for the 2021 Hyundai Archery World Cup Final for the compound men's category. Please welcome stage winner from the United States of America, Braden Galantine. Stage winner from Netherlands, Mike Schlosser of Netherlands. Stage winner from India, Abhishek Verma. Points qualifier from the United States of America, Chris Schaff. Points qualifier, Federico Pagnoni of Italy. Points qualifier, Adrien Gontier of France. Points qualifier, Matthias Fullerton of Denmark. And points qualifier, Josef Bosanski of Slovakia. Congratulations to each and every one of you gentlemen as we get ready to see who is going to be in these individual matches. I'd like to invite up Nancy Winandi, who's the CEO of Yankton Thrive, to help us with the draw tonight. Nancy? And we're going to be pointing out that we have our number 1 qualifier, and that is Mike Schlusser. Our number 2 qualifier from the USA, Chris Schaff. So the first 2 balls we draw will be for the empty matches in the middle of the bracket, like we did before. First on the right side, then on the left. Nancy's about to draw our first one. Braden Galantine, USA. Josef Bosanski, Abhishek Verma of India. Matthias Fullerton of Denmark. Just 2 left. Federico Pagnoni, Italy. And I guess we know who's left. And it is Adrien Gontier. Last but not least, to be sure. So, here is our lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear a great round of applause for all of these gentlemen. Nancy, thank you for your assistance. That was really, really competent. This is a difficult piece of equipment. And so we'll see you once again as we get into our 3rd draw of the evening. Please enjoy yourselves, and we'll be back shortly.
The world is spinning and I'm dizzy staring at the stars.
Well, thanks to George Tekmachov there, who led the draw there. We see it here, Schlosser, Gontier, Fullerton, Bosanski, top of the draw. Galantine, Verma, Pagnoni, Schaff at the bottom. First name coming out of the draw was Braden Galantine. That would have been a sigh of relief, not only for him, but for Mike Schlosser and Chris Schaff avoiding him. But then, Abhishek Verma gets drawn against Galantine. What a match that is.
Yeah, both stage winners. I mean, Verma only attended one of the World Cups and he won it. So, I mean, that's pretty good going, is it? And like we said before, Braden, probably the most decorated archer on these finals. So, yeah, hell of a match.
Yeah, big name going to go out early. We've also got a case of youngest versus oldest, and one of your picks for this tournament, Fullerton and Bosanski. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, youth versus experience, I guess. Again, it's always interesting, isn't it? Is it the experience you've had before going to help you, or is it the first time out there at the finals, with nothing really to worry about? So a really good lineup.
Well, Schlosser is probably going to be the happiest of the lot. I mean, Gontier is not no walkover for him, but it means that he's missing the other big names in his half of the draw. Gelantine, Verma and Schaff in the bottom half of the draw with Pagnoni. That is the toughest side.
Yeah, I mean, Gontier's got on the podium. Oh, he got bronze, didn't he, at the second? But, he's got the points to be there. So, again, a worthy contender. And, maybe if you're the underdog, it's slightly easier.
Certainly. Well, look, we have got the youngest member of the field here. Of the 8, it's Mathias Fullerton of Denmark. And he's drawn against Joseph Bazanski. Let's hear what he has to say.
Matthias, draw done, you know who you're facing in the first round. Are you happy with who you've been picked up against?
Yeah, I feel like it was a good match. Me and it's gonna be a good match with me and Joseph. Yeah, I think it doesn't really matter who you're against as long as I just do what I am best at.
The lineup for this World Cup final is exceptionally strong. 8 really talented men, and you're one of them. You had a breakout season. Talk to me about how that's come about and how you found this jump in form.
I think during lockdown, I just kept training, being consistent, and I think that really gave me a big step forward. And yeah, super exciting to be here this year.
You've obviously earned your place among this pantheon of archers. Do you really feel like you belong? And how confident will you feel when you step out into the arena tomorrow?
It's definitely strange being here. I don't think my brain has gotten really used to it, but I feel confident being here. Yeah.
Well, congratulations and good luck for the tournament.
Thank you.
Confident young man, Mathias Fullerton. He used the phrase or linked to the COVID breakdown in international competition, and it's one of the curiosities of the break in international sport that the youngsters coming through, you just don't see them, and then all of a sudden they burst onto the scene, and that is exactly what Fullerton's done.
Yeah, and it's all about how did you use that time. For some people, they couldn't get facilities, they were locked down, and it was really difficult. Others took that opportunity by the horns, and obviously he went out there, he's practiced hard. He looked a little bit nervous, but, well, you would be, wouldn't you? He's just got to stick to his process now, and he's got nothing to lose.
He said all the right things, though. He locked himself away and just got on with consistency, which is, you're always telling me that's the key to this game.
Yeah, it's not just about, plodding arrows down the range. It's about purposeful practice, really think about what you're doing, quality of practice as well, and he looks like he's gone out there and done that.
Certainly has, and looked, yes, nervous, but also like he's got nothing to lose. Fullerton will be in the draw against Bazanski, and then will probably face Mr. Perfect Mike Schlosser. That's the compound draw done for the women and the men, so it's time to turn our attention to the recurve draws, and we're going to start with the women before we get tucked into them. Let's take a look at them. Alejandra Valencia. She needed no more than that. An 8 does it. Goal. 9 and 10. Gold for Mackenzie Brown. That's in the 9, and I think that's further out. Bronze medal match.
Watch the clicker. Did you see that movement again?
Just about enough. She needed that 8 to take it. She is so delighted. A 7 to win here for debutante Svetlana Gombayeva. And it's an 8. It's enough to take the win. Look at the quality of these archers. Mackenzie Brown into the 10. Comes back twice to take the bronze medal here. The tension palpable. Oh, she's put it into the 10. Paris gold medal win. Another fantastic lineup of 8 archers. It's going to be Deepika Kumari from India who will fill the top spot in the draw, and Mackenzie Brown from the USA shooting on home soil, who's going to be sitting at the bottom of the draw. But there is a hot shot teenager in this group. Tell us about her.
There absolutely is. I mean, Casey Caulfield from the USA, 17 years old, World Championships, took out An San of Korea. I mean, the 3-time gold medalist from Tokyo, and she took her out to come take the bronze, actually, in the World Championships. So certainly one to watch.
Yeah, an incredible performance from the 17-year-old Casey Caulfield. Looks much more mature than her young age. And you say beating An San, well, she's the only athlete on the world circuit that's done that this year. Yeah, okay, the Koreans have stayed at home for most of it, but that's a pretty big accolade. There's someone else in there that had a pretty good Olympic Games as well.
Yeah, Elena Osipova won the silver medal individually as well. So, you know, someone else who's really, really up there.
Certainly is. And along with them, we've got Svetlana Gombayeva of Russia, with Elena Osipova, Lisa Unruh of Germany, Michelle Kroppen, Unruh's teammate. So 2 Germans in the lineup, and Ana Vasquez of Mexico. Look, we got 8 in the draw, as always. Mackenzie Brown at the bottom of the draw, already pre-selected, along with Deepika Kumari at the top. It's about time we go and find out where the other 6 will line up. We're nearly ready in venue. Now, Nikki, is there anyone we want to avoid?
I think probably Deepika Kumari. I mean, she won the first and the third stage. I mean, the third stage, she took 3 gold medals with her husband in the mixed team as well. So, I mean, if you're coming away from an event with 3 golds, it's going to be good.
Certainly is. Well, let's go back to the venue and find out how the Recurve women's draw is going to go.
And we're back live in Yankton for drawing number 3. Is everyone enjoying themselves tonight? Let's hear it. Our 3rd drawing of the evening is about to get underway, and this time it is for the Recurve Women's Finals. And I am very proud to introduce this lineup for the 2021 Hyundai Archery World Cup Final in the Recurve category. Now, the following are our stage winners. First, from India, Deepika Kumari. From Russia, Svetlana Gombayeva. Following archers qualified on points. From the United States of America, Mackenzie Brown. From Russia, Elena Osipova. From Germany, and she will be in later tonight, Lisa Unruh. From Germany, Michelle Kroppen. From Mexico, Ana Vasquez. From the United States of America, world silver medalist, Casey Caulfield. Congratulations to every one of these archers qualifying for this event. And now, up here to help me draw for the matchups will be the Commissioner of the City of Yankton, the Honorable Mr. Mason. Chris, I can't read your writing. Mason Schramm. Sorry about that, sir. Good evening. Thank you for joining us, Commissioner Schramm. And we'll start out by introducing our number 1 qualifier, Deepika Kumari. And our number 2 qualifier, Mackenzie Brown. Commissioner Schramm will draw the first for the empty matches, again in the middle of the bracket, first on the right side, then on the left. Michelle Kroppen, Germany. Ana Vasquez, Mexico. J.C. Koffold, USA. Elena Osipova, Russia. Lisa Unruh, Germany. And facing our top contender will be Svetlana Gomboyeva. So, here are our first round matchups, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to have a big round of applause for all of these great competitors. We'll get some photos before you leave the stage, ladies, so please stand by.
Well, there we have it. Kumari versus Gomboyeva, India versus Russia at the top of the draw. It's another Russian, Osipova, against Vasquez in that top half. The two Germans sit in the bottom, Kroppen going up against the teenage sensation Koffold, and Unruh against Mackenzie Brown. Oh, first up, Nikki, I want to talk about Anna Vasquez. Anna Vasquez is a replacement for An San of Korea. Now, you've got the sidetrack on that one. What happened there?
Yeah, so An San won the place because the wild card was given for the Olympic gold medalist. An San decided that she hadn't competed on that World Cup circuit, so she wanted to give that place to someone who had.
Yeah, so she gave it up. Vasquez has come in and then she draws the Olympic silver medalist. I mean, that's an incredible draw, isn't it, really?
It is, yeah. I mean, Anna has been a massive part of the Mexican team this year. They qualified at a late point in Paris for the Olympics, so she's gone out there and had that experience as well. But yeah, Osipova, current silver Olympic medalist, going to be a tough draw.
Yeah, the other one that fascinates me here is everyone would have wanted to avoid the 17-year-old Koffold. She shoots without any fear at all. Michelle Kroppen, perhaps one of the most experienced in this lineup, has got her. How do you think she's going to manage that?
Yeah, I mean, Michelle is also a Tokyo team bronze medalist, so she's got plenty of experience. You'll need to draw on that.
Yeah, she certainly has. So Kumari Gomboyeva, you'd fancy Kumari there. Brown and Unruh, that's a little bit of a tighter one. But look, let's go and speak to Anna Vasquez, who replaced An San. She's down to talk about her draw with Elena Osipova.
Anna, what a year for you. It wasn't sure that you were going to come here, but now you're on site, now you're at the World Cup final, you know your first round matchup. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, actually. I'm against a great friend from Russia, a great archer, so I'm happy I'm against her. And well, yes, I'm here finally, my first World Cup final, so let's enjoy it.
An San had the place by winning the Olympics, but she withdrew, allowing you to fill that last spot. You got any message for her?
I actually wanted to say thank you to her. I didn't have the time, and actually I also was so shy to get near, like, hey, thank you. But thank you very much. I think very few persons have that moral or values, and I'm not sure that everyone thinks like her, but I know she's a great person because she did that, and not because I was lucky to be the next one, but because she did that. I don't care if it was me or another archer. It's a great gesture from any person to do that. Well, thank you very much.
You've had a great season, got to the Olympics, your first Olympics. Didn't go particularly how you would have liked, I'm sure, but what a way you can finish your season here. Only 3 matches in that arena on Thursday. Do you think you've got what it takes to go all the way?
Oh, well, yeah, Olympics was tough, but in this competition I feel great. I am doing some corrections, and I'm working on my mind, so I don't know how it is going to be in 2 days, but I know that I'll be working a lot. I'll be shooting with the heart, doing the corrections, and enjoying it, because at the end of all, only 8 of Recurve women of the world are here, so I feel lucky to be here, and the last thing I can do is to enjoy the competition.
Perfect. Good luck on Thursday.
Oh, thank you very much.
You. Oh yeah.
First off, let's just talk about how gracious she was and what a gallant thing Ann San has done. Clearly, all the archers out there know Ann San has given up this place for the right reason.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess it makes sense if she feels she hasn't competed, she feels she perhaps hasn't earned it in some way, but, as a different decision from her, but a gracious one.
Certainly a gracious one. I'm sure there are a few people a little bit miffed because they gave that bonus prize to the Olympic champion, and we know that Gazos has taken it. But on Vasquez herself, she looks so relaxed, so composed, and she said, I'm one of the lucky 8.
Yeah, that's it. And, she mentioned that she's working on some things and she just wants to come here and have fun. I mean, when we watch her shoot, she's full of energy and joy and fun. I just love watching her shoot.
Yeah, me too. Well, look, that's the Recurve women sorted out. We've got one more to go, and that's the Recurve men. Let's take a look at the lineup. Angel Alvarado. The 10 is a definite here for a win. A 9 actually was enough. A 10 will take him to the gold medal. Oh, what a way to finish. A perfect 30 from Atanu Das of India. 9 required for the win. But who knows? Will it be a 8, 9 or 10? It is a 9. It's a fantastic shot. The perfect score from Ellison in this set will win it for him. Oh, it is gold for Brady Ellison. Normal order is restored. 9 to take the bronze. He's put it into the 10, finishing with a 30. Oh, and there's some nerves there from Ellison. A little shaky on the last one, but a 10 for the win and a second stage win. Arguably the most interesting of the lineups. Brady Ellison going for his 6th Hyundai Archery World Cup final title. He's going to be top of the draw, already pre-selected, and it's Nicholas Demore of the American Virgin Islands who's going to be sitting at the bottom of the draw as the number 2 seed. But there's another man in the field who is a big championship player.
Absolutely. It's got to be Nespoli, isn't it? 3 Olympic medals going back to the 2008 Beijing Olympic team silver, London 2012 Olympic team gold, and then in Tokyo, individual silver.
Yeah, look out for Mauro Nespoli. He's definitely going to be one of the contenders. The thing about this lineup, I mean, it is wide and deep, and a winner could come from anywhere. But it's also very young.
It really is. Mete Gazos 22, Jack Williams 21, Jon Sanchez 19, and Nicholas Demore 20. So probably the youngest field of all.
So who will Brady Ellison and Nicholas Demore be looking to avoid? I mean, it's all of them, isn't it? Atanu Das is a handy archer as well.
He really is, yeah. It's just so deep. It's difficult to say.
Yeah, I mean, the youngsters in Weckmuller and Sanchez from Germany and Spain, I think they're probably here with nothing to lose, but they're potentially the banana skins for the big names out there. Look, Ellison's going to be top of the draw. It's going to be Nicholas Demore at the bottom. And we're going to now find out whether Das, Gazos, Williams, Nespoli, Weckmuller and Sanchez will get drawn against one of the big 2. Let's go and find out what's going to happen with the Recurve men's draw.
We're back, and time for our final draw of the evening. And I am very proud to introduce this lineup for the Recurve men's finals here at the Archery World Cup. This is one of the finest groups of recurve shooters in the world, as everyone in this room is well aware. Starting with stage winner from India, Atanu Das. Double stage winner from the United States of America, Brady Ellison. Point qualifier from the United States Virgin Islands, Nicholas D'Amour. Point qualifier from Italy, Mauro Nespoli, Olympic silver medalist. Point qualifier from Germany, Max Weckmuller. Point qualifier from Spain, Yun Sanchez. Host country selection from the United States of America, Jack Williams. Olympic champion, Mete Gazos. From Turkey. Please congratulate each and every one of these gentlemen for qualifying for this event. And now, up here to help me draw these final matchups will be the Honorable Mayor of Yankton, Stephanie Mosier. By the way, those of you who've been to the Vegas shoot might actually know what this is. It came from the Riviera back in the day. A piece of history right here at the NFAA headquarters in Yankton. Stephanie's going to draw the first one, but first, before we pick the first to fill in the slots in the middle, here's our number one qualifier. From the USA, Brady Ellison. Our number two qualifier from the U.S. Virgin Islands, Nicholas D'Amour. Now the first two balls that we draw are going to be for the empty matches in the middle of this bracket that you see behind us. First on the right side, then on the left. First selection is from the United States of America, Jack Williams. And heading over to the left-hand side of the bracket, Max Weckmuller of Germany. Next up is Yun Sanchez, España. Atanu Das of India. Who gets to go up against number one? Well, we know this is going to be a firecracker of a match. It's going to be the Olympic champion, Mete Gazos. Uno más solamente. Second. Seventh. Saving the best for last? I know this is the man with the heaviest bow in the crowd. Well, we know who he is. We know what he can do. The Olympic silver medalist, Mauro Nespoli, Italia. All right then. Gentlemen, photographs will be taken. Dean the Alberga is down there to take photos. In the meantime, I would like to thank all of you for being with us. And we will see you all again tomorrow morning at the Riverside Arena for the start of the 2021 Hyundai Archery World Cup Final. Thank you. Please continue to enjoy yourselves this evening. And we've got one more word from the chairman of our organizing committee, Mr. Bruce Cull. The inimitable Bruce Cull, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it.
Okay, thanks again to all of you for coming. We hope you enjoy your stay. We hopefully will have a couple good days ahead of us. When you're done, travel safe. And for the sponsors in our room, who some of you archers haven't seen, in the very back, we have several of our local organizing committee members and sponsors. And I'd really like to give them a big round of applause for their support in kind and financially. Once again, thank you and good night.
Well, a fantastic draw in place for the recurve men. Ellison versus Nespoli and Das versus Weckmuller at the top of the draw. Williams versus Sanchez and Gazos versus Damour at the bottom of the draw. Huge, two massive matches there. Let's start with Gazos, the Olympic champion, against Nicholas Damour from the American Virgin Islands, who's just burst onto the scene over the last 12 months.
Yeah, it's going to be an incredible match. I mean, Gazos just on form, isn't he? Olympic champion versus Nicholas Damour, who, we didn't really know of him, did we, before COVID? And he's just come through and he took that wild card to go to the Olympics as well in Tokyo. And, he's a really positive and confident character. It's going to be an interesting matchup.
The other interesting one is the silver medalist from the Olympic Games in Tokyo, Mara Nespoli against Brady Ellison. Just a quick one on that. Yeah,
I mean, the huge rivalry there. It feels a little bit like the London 2012 team gold medal match over again.
Yeah, huge lineup. I think Atanu Das from India will be the happiest of all of the 8 of them. He goes up against Weckmuller in the middle and Williams against Sanchez in the bottom half of the draw. Well, I think it's about time we had a chat with an Olympic champion tonight. Let's go and speak to Mete Gazos, who's going to face Nicholas Damour.
Mete, we've had the draw. You know where you are. We kind of thought you might be up against Brady. What were you thinking?
Actually, I'm very happy for my elimination group, and I hope I will win gold medal.
The World Championships was good for you as well. You were
yes, good, but I individual round I won 4th place. This little bit sad story, but I won mixed team 3rd place. It's good, yes.
The Olympics was a big success, obviously, and to make it to the World Cup final, how happy and important would it be for you to finish the season with another big success?
Yeah, this for me, this year just I have 4 important competition. First one, European Championship, because I don't have any Olympic quota. I need 1 Olympic quota, and second one, of course, Olympic Games, and I won gold medal. And third one, last week, World Championship. I want to 1 more gold medal after Olympic Games, and it's okay, that doesn't matter. This is my 3rd World Cup final, and now I win the gold medal time.
Well, good luck, Mete.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
Mete Gazos there. Look, the elephant in the room. Well, it's no longer an elephant in the room. Mete Gazos doesn't mind us talking about his tick, which is a real challenge, especially in a sport like archery. But it shows what a true champion he is. When he stands on that shooting line, you don't see anything of it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a real champion, to go to Tokyo and come back with that gold medal. He had a bit of a blip, and he talked about that there, didn't he? That, the World Championships was his kind of, had to qualify at the Olympics. He won the Olympics. Then he wanted to come and win the World Championships. He lost to Brady Ellison in the bronze match. So this is his chance now to come back, and they could meet each other right in the gold match.
Yeah, they certainly could. And he said he's still hungry for that gold. I mean, he had a mantra about going to his first Olympic Games in Rio, and he said, not until it's done sort of thing is his mantra. And he's still very hungry.
Yeah, and I think that's, stick with each arrow as it comes, and it's not over till it's over. So, yeah, great mentality, and we know he can win.
We know he can win, but my last question for you, Nikki, I know you don't want me to ask you, but Brady Ellison going for that history-making 6th, can he do it?
Home soil, got a good advantage possibly there. He's hungry. I think we saw him there looking a little bit, perhaps not the energetic Ellison, I think he's going to bring some energy to this, and he's got every chance.
He certainly has. Well, thank you, Nikki, for joining us, and thanks to all of you for joining us for the draw. Come back tomorrow for the start of the live action here at the Hyundai Archery World Cup Final.